Barcelona's summer rebuild is heating up. Sporting director Deco has opened up about the future of key stars like Ronald Araujo, Ansu Fati, Andreas Christensen, Frenkie de Jong, and even young sensation Lamine Yamal. But with Nico Williams' arrival almost confirmed, big changes are coming, and someone will have to leave. In this video we break down Deco's explosive comments and what they really mean for Barca's future under Hansi Flick. Barcelona sporting director Deco recently gave an insightful interview to La Vanguardia, offering clarity on the club's current plans and the future of several key players. From potential Ballon d'Or nominees to contract renewals and possible exits, Deco addressed some of the most pressing matters at Barca. When asked about potential Ballon d'Or contenders, Deco confidently placed Barcelona back in the mix. Lamine has a chance, like Pedri, Dembele or Vitinha. The great thing is to see Barca back in the running for the awards, he said. For Deco, the most exciting part is that are once again producing players worthy of the top individual awards in football. Speaking specifically about Lamine Yamal, who is just 17, Deco praised his unique vision on the pitch. What geniuses have in common is that they see what others don't, and Lamine has that. Regarding Frenkie de Jong's future, Deco expressed satisfaction with the Dutch midfielder's performance this past season and hinted at a possible contract renewal. The Frenkie we had this season is the Frenkie we want. We want to continue with Frenkie. He has one more year on his contract and we're going to analyze things calmly. However, not everyone is guaranteed a future at the club. Ansu Fati's situation is different. Deco admitted that the 22-year-old needs regular playing time and hinted that a move to Monaco could happen. At his age, he can't be without playing. We're open to helping if he wants to leave. Monaco has spoken with us. He has 2 years left and if he asks, it would be a loan. One must leave. Another name on the possible exit list is Andreas Christensen. With 5 center-backs already in the squad, Deco was blunt about the need for one to leave. One must go due to an excess of players, he explained. The decision, however, rests with new manager Hansi Flick. As Deco put it, as Hansi says, decision is job. Lastly, with asked about Ronald Araujo's future, he noted, "We want to improve the team, not make it worse. If he leaves, we'll lose an important piece. He had a difficult season with unfair criticism. He's one of the best center-backs in the world. He doesn't want to leave. He wants to get back to his best." Barcelona are in store for the busy summer transfer window, ahead of it reopening for business on the 1st of July. Joan Garcia will officially join on this date, and there are also plans for Nico Williams to be signed from Athletic Club. Ansu Fati has chances to leave Barcelona this summer. But in order for both players to be registered with La Liga, departures are needed. Ansu Fati is someone that is very much expected to go, although recent developments have been worrying. Nevertheless, Barcelona sporting director Deco has given an update on the situation during an interview with La Vanguardia. With the age he is and the career he has had, he cannot be without playing. We are open to not putting problems if he wants to leave. Monaco have spoken to us. Ansu has a contract, if they ask for him it would be a loan. He's 23 years old, we talk about him as if he were 30, but for me he still has a lot to grow and learn. Deco issues updates on Ronald Araujo and Frenkie de Jong. Ronald Araujo is another player whose future has been surrounded by rumors lately. However, the Uruguayan center-back has made it clear he wants to stay at Barcelona. Sporting director Deco, a strong supporter of the 26-year-old, also has no intention of letting him leave the club. "What we want is to improve the team, not make it worse. And if we lose an important piece, we are making it worse. Ronald has a contract, has renewed and has suffered a difficult season with unfair criticism. He is one of the best center-backs in the world. Leaving is not in Ronald's plans. He wants to return to his best level." With Nico Williams joining Barcelona, Hansi Flick is expected to reduce the playing time of 2 current players as he reshapes his lineup. Barcelona are pushing to complete the signing of Nico Williams before the 2025-26 season kicks off. There's strong belief within the club that he'll join from Athletic Club, and if the deal goes through, it's likely to impact the roles of 2 current players in Hansi Flick's squad. Hansi Flick would welcome the signing of Williams, whom he sees as a fantastic option for the left wing. And according to MD, he would be the regular starter in that position, with the plan being for Rafinha to be start in a more central area. Dani Olmo will be Barcelona's preferred striker option. Lamine Yamal would continue on the right wing, and at striker, it is expected that Dani Olmo would act as a false 9. As such, this would mean that Robert Lewandowski sees less action, as per a further report from MD. And this makes sense considering that Barcelona are hoping to move on from him when his contract expires in the summer of 2026. Lewandowski scored 42 goals in 52 appearances last season, but there have been doubts about his performance levels outside of his goal output. And given that he will be 37 in August, he is expected to continue regressing, which is why Barcelona do not want to be a regular starter next season. It also means that his fitness levels can be managed better, although he has shown very few deficiencies in this regard over the last few years despite his age. Alongside Lewandowski, Fermin Lopez is also expected to see reduced minutes next season. The 22-year-old has drawn plenty of transfer interest recently, but with competition from Rafinha and Dani Olmo in the central attacking midfield role, and from Nico Williams and Rafinha on the left wing, Fermin could find himself falling down the pecking order in Hansi Flick's setup. Despite this, Flick will continue to value both players, and he wants both to remain in his squad for next season. As Deco said, "One must go." And with competition rising on the wings and in midfield, it's clear that some tough decisions await Barcelona. Nico Williams could be the game changer, but will it come at the cost of a fan favorite? Let us know in the comments who you think should stay and who should be sold. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more exclusive Barca transfer updates. Welcome back to the channel, Barca fans. Today we're diving into 3 big stories shaking the world of FC Barcelona. A Champions League finalist coach admits the Club World Cup feels empty without Barcelona. 2 surprise names are set to back up Robert Lewandowski at center-forward next season. And the Nico Williams transfer saga takes a twist, as his potential arrival could force a major tactical shift for Hansi Flick. Stay tuned for all the details, it's a video you don't want to miss. Simone Inzaghi, now leading Saudi side Al Hilal, did not hold back when speaking ahead of his team's FIFA Club World Cup clash against RB Salzburg. Inzaghi, who recently guided Inter Milan to the 2024-25 UEFA Champions League final after beating Barcelona in the semi-finals, praised the quality of the ongoing tournament. However, he also made sure to highlight what he sees as a major shortcoming: the absence of FC Barcelona. Al Hilal opened their campaign with a 1-1 draw against Real Madrid, a strong result against one of Europe's top clubs. But despite the high level of competition, the Italian manager pointed to a missing piece. "The Club World Cup has been fantastic so far. All the elite clubs are here. We are only missing Barcelona," said Inzaghi as quoted by Sport. Indeed a major absentee. The Club World Cup features teams based on performances from previous seasons, which left Barcelona out of the picture. This is despite their domestic dominance during the current campaign and the fact that they went furthest among La Liga teams in the latest Champions League edition. Inzaghi's comments reflect the feelings of many in the football world who believe Barca's exclusion doesn't quite match the level they have shown this year. Thunderstorm delays and mixed match quality have already drawn attention during the tournament, but it is the absence of giants like Barcelona that stands out most to seasoned professionals like Inzaghi. It is clear that when a coach with Champions League pedigree makes such a remark, it is not casual. For a tournament that aims to bring together the world's top clubs, missing a team of Barcelona's stature feels like a noticeable gap. The message from Inzaghi is simple but powerful: that if you want a true world championship, Barcelona should be there. Next season, Robert Lewandowski will still be Barcelona's main striker, but he won't be alone. Vitor Roque and Ferran Torres are set to back him up. Roque is seen as the future number 9, while Ferran offers experience and flexibility. Hansi Flick plans to rotate them to keep Lewandowski fresh and maintain attacking depth. An insight into the plans of those behind the scenes at La Liga champions Barcelona to cover for first-choice centre-forward Robert Lewandowski next season has been forthcoming online. The info comes courtesy of Diario Sport, and points towards the Blaugrana preparing to depend on a pair of rotation options. First up, unsurprisingly, comes Ferran Torres. Versatile frontman Ferran is fresh off a fine campaign in 2024-25, which at several points saw the Spanish international's production in front of goal culminate in calls for him to actually replace Lewandowski as first choice. Next time out, though, the former Manchester City man will continue to act as backup to his more high-profile teammate. And also considered a Lewandowski stand-in when required is Dani Olmo. Olmo is of course an attack-minded midfielder, but his characteristics make the 27-year-old more than capable of filling a false 9 role. When Lewandowski is either injured, fatigued, or simply out of form, one of Ferran or Olmo will therefore be ready to step in. If Nico Williams joins Barcelona, it could lead to a big tactical shift. His arrival would likely push Lamine Yamal, a Hansi Flick favorite, into a new role or different position as both play on the right wing. Flick may need to adjust his setup to fit both explosive wingers into the starting 11. According to a new update from Mundo Deportivo, Barcelona's expected signing of Nico Williams from Athletic Club will bring major tactical adjustments. With the winger set to cost more than €60 million, the club views him as a guaranteed starter, forcing shifts in the current system, especially when it comes to the role of Rafinha. Barcelona's need for a high-level left winger has been a key talking point internally. The technical staff recognizes the over-reliance on Lamine Yamal and Rafinha, with much of the team's attacking threat concentrated on the right. This imbalance has often made it easier for opponents to close Barca down in wide areas. Nico, a left winger, is being seen as the perfect solution to widen the pitch and stretch compact defensive lines. Rafinha set for central role. Barca's coaching staff already has a tactical blueprint in mind. The idea is to place Nico on the left and Yamal on the right, giving the team natural width on both sides. This strategy not only increases creativity but also makes it harder for opposing defenses to crowd one flank. With Nico Williams and Lamine Yamal expected to lock down the wings, Rafinha could be moved into a more central role. Thanks to his versatility and work rate, he might operate as an attacking midfielder or second playmaker, supporting the striker and pressing from the middle, giving Hansi Flick more tactical flexibility. What about Dani Olmo then? Another name expected to gain importance is Dani Olmo. Barcelona see him as a potential false nine. That role would allow him to drop in central midfield, rotate with Rafinha, and offer tactical flexibility, something Hansi Flick values highly. The big money signing of Nico isn't just about adding a new name to the squad. It represents a clear plan to fix the team's imbalance and make full use of wide areas. With Yamal, Nico, Rafinha, and Olmo, Barcelona could be looking at a dynamic and fluid attacking front that offers both width and creativity. So Barca fans, what do you think about these updates? Are you excited about the possible arrival of Nico Williams? Do you trust the backups for Lewandowski to deliver next season? And how do you feel about Barcelona not being in the Club World Cup? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a moment of Barca news.